It's Friday Night Tights, the solo edition from a hotel room in Chelsea. Greetings, everyone. And man, am I tired. I think I had 2 hours sleep last night, so this is as close as I'll ever get to being drunk. I downed a cup of horrible Starbucks coffee. And oh, look, I got my own notification. That's always good. So welcome, Griffin Turbo, North American Ham Rammer, Mutated Genome, Apocrypha, Jake D. Let's see who else we got. I saw we got Nina Fabiano and Candace Marie. Hi, Candace. Waffle Jeremy. That's good. Mark Lurzeth. It's Lurzeth. Bless you, Mark, for never correcting me, or maybe you did and I just didn't see it. Father Christopher Miller. Praise be. Man, I'm probably going to hell for that. The Clone Ranger. And a lot of people. Let's just get this out of the way. A daddy waffle happening, but there's no happening with Jeremy. I have no idea where he is. The last time I saw Jeremy, he was getting into a cab with Cecil and EVS, and they were going to do a cab video. And I walked a mile back to my hotel room. So it's been chaotic and a lot of fun. And all we've done is hang out with you guys. We hung out with members of the Fandom Menace all day today. We ate 2 meals together. We kind of hung out the front of the Comic-Con. And right off the bat, let's talk about New York Comic-Con in comparison to San Diego. It's a good con. I don't mean it's a great city. I haven't been here since I was a wee little lad. So, and it was the 80s the last time I was here. So this is a completely different city. It's beautiful. I'm in a beautiful part of town in Chelsea. Times Square is badass. Haven't been to the 9/11 Memorial yet, but hopefully I'll get to that tomorrow. But the con itself it's really small and crowded. Like, it is insanely crowded, like worse than San Diego. And it's a little more corporate. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm pretty excited about tomorrow. I'm going to be meeting John F. Trent tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And if anybody's around, we're going to meet at 11th and 37th, which is right in front of the con, and we're going to go and watch the premiere episode of The Expanse. And I guess there's going to be a Q&A afterwards. Normally you'd have to wait in this huge long line, but I'm going to use my press pass to its fullest advantage. This is the main reason I wanted it. This is why I wanted to see it. So God, it's been so long since I've seen The Expanse. So hopefully this happens. Then we're doing a meetup at 4:00. I put all the information on Twitter, and it's also I think it's on the community section for YouTube as well. So we've got that going on. Then I come back Sunday. So I'm flying out Sunday morning. I will be back home for the Inquisition, and then normal videos will be cranked out starting Monday. Because God, that Joker video was the biggest pain in the ass. I was doing that till 4 a.m. So please watch it. I'm too damn early. Nah, you're not too damn early. I'm still completely, on West Coast time. So I was up till 6 a.m. And then somebody started drilling in the hotel room above me. So I got zero sleep, but it was fun. Met EVS today, met Cecil today. And Cecil met Mark Waid, which was pretty funny. That was a great picture. That was the picture of the weekend right there. Hello, Candace Marie. How are you? If Mikey's here, I got to knight him, by the way, because I was hanging out with Mikey today. All right. So I don't know how many of you watched the Joker, so we can wait for Joker conversations till later. If some of you don't want to get spoiled, we can do that later in the live stream, because I certainly want to talk about how great that movie was. I saw it with Jeremy at the Alamo Draft House, and thanks to Sir Ruin of House Roundhead for getting us tickets. It was an experience. I didn't think I'd like the movie that much. Honestly, like I said in the video, I wasn't into this movie at all. I didn't want to hear a Joker origin, especially one without Batman and in some alternate universe in the past and some characters study about mental health, and man, was I wrong. I was blown away. That was such a great movie. What's up, Easy Does It? Greetings. All right, we're getting to your chat here. Christian says, I love it. Oh my God. Yeah, it was really, really good. I wonder how much money it's going to make, and I wonder if it's truly going to be a one-off. It probably is, because J.J. Abrams is going to come in and screw everything up, and you might want to get Zack Snyder back when it's all said and done. Who knows? Release the Snyder cut, dudes. Chris Persia, what's up? 16-bit mascot, what's up? Draco, what's up? Waffle Jeremy. Jesus Christ, we already got a Waffle Jeremy. God bless you. At least, do we have a blue Waffle Jeremy? I don't think we have a blue Waffle Jeremy yet. Oh, well, welcome to Patreon, my friend. Thank you. Easy does it. I appreciate that. I appreciate all your support. It keeps the lights on in hotel rooms. And oh, what's up, Tim F? How's it going? Belta Lauda. Dude, Expanse tomorrow. New Terra. I can't wait. I can't effing wait. But there's a bunch of Star Trek panels too. God, I wish I could. Man, okay. Keep me to this promise. I can't tell you the Orville stuff now because I'm on an NDA, but there'll be a time where I can tell you that stuff. It's probably after they release some sort of trailer or something. That's a ways off, but it's man, you're gonna love it. Oh, you're gonna love it. The Orville is gonna be so good in season 3. I can't wait for you guys to find out. You're gonna freak out. All right, so yeah, so we got 2 good shows to look forward to. We actually got a good movie from Hollywood. The Access Media is all bent out of shape because it didn't push their stupid narrative. The incels didn't wake up and well, there's nothing. I don't know. Nothing happened, right? I haven't really paid attention to the news, so I don't want to speak too soon. The vid Jeremy released while he was Oh, hang on. The vid Jeremy released while he was driving. Here we go. Well, while he was driving a few days ago was cringe as shit. Oh, dumped out with a quickness. Where he was driving? Well, he always which one? He does a lot of car videos. We were in one of those carts because we had to get over to a Best Buy because my webcam busted, and yeah, it cost $133. Jesus Christ. I was at New York Comic Con yesterday. I had a good time, says Paul Bryant. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Artist Alley was off the hook, Paul. It is the Artist Alley at New York Comic Con. Well, for one, it's New York. So you've got, God, I walked by Mark Silvestri and Billy Tucci were right next to each other, and I'm hanging out with EVS. It was like all the great comic artists, and of course, Mark Waid was there too. So, God, he used to be so great. Enjoyed the Joker. I'm happy, says Warren Smith. I did as well. I'm very happy with that movie. Almost every damn second of it. And it's good that we got something good. It really, I was just happy that I think the tide is turning. Jeremy and I talked about it on a video he put up on his channel. I called it the Dave Chappelle effect. I probably didn't coin the phrase, and I don't care if I did or not. It's what's happening right now. And Dave Chappelle has made it safe for certain people to start coming out against the woke culture. And you saw Freddie Prinze Jr. say something. You saw, man, I'm terrible with the names when I'm tired. Okay, just Bill Burr. Bill Burr had a special afterwards. Now, we took a step back when Eddie Murphy bent the knee, but I guess Eddie Murphy's got a lot of kids to feed or something. I don't know. That sucks, because if he would have come out with a non-PC comedy routine with his return to stand-up with Netflix, that would have been epic. That would have been a slam dunk. That would have been a mic drop on woke culture. It would have ended it. And it would have revitalized his career. But instead, he wants to be family friendly. That's okay. That's fine. He has 10 kids to feed, says Mark Lerzeth. I got 10 kids to feed. McFarlane is a dick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know him. I kind of like Toddy M, but I could see him being a dick. I'm not going to argue with you. Just some of his business practices, but I think we're all capable of being dicks and assholes, and sometimes assholes are dicks. You know, Joker already has 24. Did I say 24? What $1 million? Joker breaks the October record opening of 90 million in North America. Oh, see if this movie hits $1 billion, that will be epic. That will be great. That will be just brilliant. The only bad news is, guys, is Hollywood will now try to copy that. So it works really well with the Joker, and some of these hard R character studies will work with other characters, but they'll try to do it with characters it does not work with. Oh man, you know, I really hope there was a Save Daredevil campaign at New York Comic Con. I really hope they keep Charlie Cox and kind of revisit Daredevil season 1 and 2, because that was definitely in that gritty style that was just so good. We need more of that. Eddie Murphy is a sad joke now. Oh man, why does this chat keep jumping on me? I got to remember to hit this. Hang on now. Oh dude, it just like flew away. Sorry about that. I was trying to read that chat in there. I'm on a Surface Pro right now, so please forgive me. And again, I am freaking tired. Mark McFarlane is just not a people person, but he's a hell of a creator. Damn straight. You damn straight. Okay, let's get to a couple super chats and we'll get back to you in the chat. I don't know totally what's going on news-wise. All the big announcements are going to be tomorrow. There's a bunch of Star Trek stuff. And that lower, I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. I'm not surprised. Not everybody follows me on Twitter. I'll show you the Lower Decks banner if I can find it. And it's a ripoff of Rick and Morty and Steven Universe and the Orville. They got a California class starship. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, that's so, yeah. Where did it? Yeah, there it is right there. And I will share it. And this just tells you everything you need to know about what Star Trek. It's just going to be an animated version of Alex Kurtzman's Star Trek. So it's just going to be crap animated. You know? Oh, you guys can't see it, but the background on this is a TARDIS console. But you can't see it unless somebody else joins. I didn't want to hit anybody else up tonight. It's so late. And I didn't want to inconvenience any guests because I wasn't sure how I was going to plan this tonight. So it's just going to be me. But if somebody, pipes in and wants to hop on, they certainly can. But I got to keep an eye on my messages here if they want to DM me on Twitter. I don't know, whoever's out there. But yeah, so there we go. That's Star Trek Lower Decks. Girl boss showing the dumb white guy what to do. And maybe that's the way things are behind the scenes, because Alex Kurtzman is the dumb white guy in that one for sure. For sure. And Q travels with me at all times. And now there's all these rumors that Q's coming back, and it looks like we're getting by the way, we're getting a Star Trek Picard season 2 and 3. So I doubt they'll announce 3, but they've already pretty much soft announced that Star Trek Picard season 2 is happening. So, but it's up to Patrick. That's what my insider said, and he said we are getting 3. It's up to him, and they just have to dot the I's and cross the T's. Q, the time travel solution for Trek. Yeah. Oh God. Well, maybe they're actually making an effort to win back fans, but if that starts with good writing. So I don't care who's in it. You can throw in the entire Next Generation cast, and if it's written badly, then they just look older and it sucks. We don't want that to happen. It's already bad enough with the films. That was such a bad ending for them. Not surprised Picard would get a season 3 if STD got there. Yeah. I don't know if STD is going to get past that, though. I'd be very surprised. Because I think if Picard's successful, that's a lot of money to spend for a network that's not making any money right now. Like they've got the NFL subscribers, and they're counting subscribers who are canceled, and the view count. I hear a lot of rumors about like how many people actually watch an episode of Star Trek Discovery. It's an incredibly low number. It varies between like 100,000 to 300,000 per episode, which is like a low ranking sci-fi overnight. And that this is a streaming network where people can watch the whole thing, watch it in pieces. What do they count as a view? Do they count it like YouTube, or do they count, total engagement? Who knows? Who knows? Knock, knock. Yeah, the only thing about the Joker is I don't think Robert De Niro had to act very much in this. I think he just had to be Robert De Niro, and he did it well. He did it well. I saw him go absolutely nuts on CNN. Jeremy showed me that video. That was good. What's this? I hit the. Sorry, I'll read that one since I hit it. Next week, The Flash is back on CW. Can't wait. Well, Jesus, I haven't seen the Flash in a couple years. Not really down with the CW stuff, but we'll be talking about Batwoman on Sunday. That's for sure. We got to figure out how to watch it. But I saw The King of Comedy 20 years ago, so I can't say I remember it much. The Joker reminded me a lot of The King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, just like they said. That's why I felt like it wasn't reinventing the wheel. It was just, hey, let's make a good movie since we haven't had one for a while. And then Scorsese comes out and slams Marvel. Now, listen, Marvel's a lot of things, and we're not happy with the direction they're going, but that's cinema now. Sorry, Martin. See, Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro, you're seeing these guys freak out. It's because they're seeing their art form die. And they should have gotten into TV. But they're old enough. They've made their money. What's up, Princess Unicorn? Hey, Gary, I hope you're having a blast there oh God, why did it jump on me? Stop it. In New York City, you're representing us, so bring in the baby whoop whoop. I will. Jeremy and I get stopped a lot. People like what we do. But man, it was just hard to interact with anybody at the con because it's so goddamn crowded. Now, at least they're not like, the secret police at San Diego, and you can't stop and talk to somebody. If you stop and talk to somebody in San Diego, somebody will go, you got to keep moving. Even if you're in an open hallway with nobody in it, you got to keep moving. At least they don't do that here, and I appreciate that. They scan badges manually though. As you're walking out, somebody has to scan your badge. In San Diego, there's like this pillar thing that you just put your badge against, and it takes forever. Update for, let me see this one. No, as far as I know, the Inquisition is staying at its regular time. Now, we might not be able to cover Batwoman unless we can see it early. If I can see it on the East Coast feed, which I'm pretty sure I could, then the latest it would get pushed back, Nicholas, is 1 hour. That's the only thing. But I'll be home in plenty of time. I'm getting home sometime at 3 p.m. So, but keep an eye on the Twitter. But unless there's a flight delay or something like that, I should be home on time for the Inquisition. I let Doomcock know. Yeah, I purposely flew in. I'm leaving Sunday morning, but early. All right, let's get some super chats here. Candace Marie. Hello, Candace. Thank you for the great content. You are welcome. Thank you for supporting this content. If it's great, that's up to you. I do my best. I don't know if it's great, to be honest with you, especially when I'm in a hotel room. and there's no fancy action figures behind me. I used to think the modern state of film criticism was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a comedy. Apocrypha. Well played, sir. Well played. Well, honestly, it's here. Film criticism is here. People like Mahler and Rags. I mean, I see them as film critics, as the new film critics. Doomcock, when he does reviews, those are like well thought out reviews that are funny. And that's the added bonus to this is, I don't know if Mahler or Rags or Doomcock would call themselves comedians, but they kind of are. How often do you laugh at a Doomcock video? And Mahler's hilarious, and so is Rags. So I see those guys as the true critics now, and the people, in print, but digital print, it's dead. It's just dead. And it's up jumped bloggers. And listen, I'm not anything above a blogger. I'm not saying I am, but that's all it is. To call themselves journalists, I think it's a bit of a stretch. Especially how many articles I read, and Robot Rob Shlomo will back me up on this one, and so will Mecca. It's like they are written so bad, and like if I'm recognizing it, I've been kicked out of 3 high schools, 3. Heading into Joker, so we'll have to watch the replay later. Thank you for the great content, and may the Gary and Jeremy bromance love long and prosper. Thank you, Jake DD. You know what though? EVS showed up, man. Pooh, I was a memory. Jeremy. He left. Not a text. He hasn't texted me since 3:00 this afternoon. And yeah, I asked him, "Where are you?" and he didn't respond. Yep, I'm yesterday's news. Well, he wanted somebody younger, and EVS is younger than me. So, oh well. Chop liver. That's what you can call me now. Chop liver. What's up, Mark C? How are you, bud? Where is your super chat function? Is it not? Well, I'm getting super chats. Do you not see it? That's strange. It's there. Try to refresh. There's something weird going on with YouTube, guys, because I was trying to edit my playlist and I couldn't edit it normally. And then I tried to import at the end of a video, those little links you put up. Usually you're allowed to put up 4, like one to Nerdrotic Live, one to subscribe to my channel, one to my Patreon, and one for like the next video. And they reduced that down to 3. So there's something funky going on again with YouTube. So I don't know. They're working on something maybe. Okay, cool. Well, hey, thanks for letting me know though. You guys are awesome. It's good to see you, Mark C. We love the Mark C. He's been around here a long time, man. It's a good, proper dude right there. So Jake D, enjoy the Joker. You're going to love it. I can't wait to see it again. Oh, look, it's I Love Scotch. I Love Scotch. Scotchity Scotch for $20. What's up, dude? Well, I love Scotch. And you didn't even say anything there. So I'll just talk about the Expanse. New Terra, season 4. I'm trying to think about like how much do I want to tell you guys? I don't want to spoil it for you. I think you're all aware at this point that they go to a different planet, right? Okay. So at the end of season 3, the ring gate formed, and it opened up a new. Well, it's kind of like the mad rush to the west, and wagon trains and stuff. It's the Expanse. That's why it's called the Expanse. Each season expands. Yes, there is a meaning to their title. So they end up on a planet called New Terra, but that's not the only name, and that's part of the story, which I won't tell you. They land there, and it's kind of it gets a little Firefly at this point. Expanse, it's been very BSG. It's going to get a little more Firefly, and you're going to love it. It's going to blow your mind if they do it right. And they have, they would not have been able to do this season at Sci-Fi. So that's probably why Sci-Fi canceled. They're looking down, the barrel of season, book 4, Cibola Burn, and they're like, there's no way we could do this. We can't shoot this on a soundstage. Oh, if they do it right, you're going to be in for a treat. As long as they don't go woke. Don't go woke. Don't go woke. Michael Thompson for $4.99. When are you doing the life story live stream? Success stories are inspiring to those who use to those of us with struggles. Well, that's good to hear, Michael. I mean, it's not good to hear that you're struggling. It's good to hear that you want to hear that. I'm sorry that anybody is going through struggles, but we all do. Honestly, when I was going through my struggles, I wasn't watching live streams because they weren't really around. So I was listening to a lot of live radio. But when you're going through struggles, well, some people, not everybody, sometimes you just want to connect with people. Sometimes we don't have the opportunity to connect with people because we're going through struggles. So we have live streaming. We have other ways to connect, ways we didn't have before. And Douglas Adams talked about this in his very last interview before he died. And he practically predicted live streaming. Brilliant man. And he talked about how everybody was bitching about technology and it's separating us more than ever. Actually, it's connecting us more than ever. And he's right. And he said entertainment's going to become more interactive in the 21st century. And he said it's going to be kind of a throwback to the 19th century when all the entertainment was done on a stage, traveling shows, the crowd was there, the entertainer can interact directly with the audience. He said there's going to be a return to that. And that's what we are going through now. So as these big streaming wars happen, there's a competitor out there that they're not talking about. And it's YouTube and it's live streaming and it's you and me and everybody else. And maybe we just don't need as many scripted dramas. I mean, we still love them when we get something good like the Joker, but we have each other now. And, honestly, look at Hollywood now. It's not driven by movie stars anymore. It's driven by spectacle, films. But Michael, back to the life story. Yeah, I'm going to do my AA story. I'll do it when I get back. Sometime next week. We'll schedule a day. It's going to be a one-time event. It will not be saved anywhere or anything. So you got to make sure to catch it live, and I'll make sure to give everybody ample notice of time and place. And it'll be on the main channel. Certainly. Why not? And that way I can just dox myself and we can not have to worry about anybody hanging anything over my head like they could. I got nothing to hide. Boop, 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 boop. Where did I go? But thank you for the $4.99, Michael, and we will certainly do that. And again, I'm very sorry to hear if you are struggling. If anybody out there is struggling, reach out, talk to somebody, hang out here. Take your mind off things for a little while. We'll talk some shit about the Access Media and talk some love for the Joker. Or Joker. It's just, I keep saying the Joker. It's just Joker. Spooky story. Jeremy's hanging out with Cecil right now. In the morning, they'll find him canceled in the Hudson. Happy October. Horrorama for $5. Yeah, I figured Jeremy would take off. Jeremy, he said he's going to go back to the hotel. I'm like, sure you are. Dude, I'm getting some sleep. I am not missing that thing tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big ass day. It's a big ass day. We've got the Expanse, and then I've got this special thing I'm doing from 12 to 3. Then at 4 p.m. we're going over to Rudy's on 9th, and we're going to do a little meetup in Manhattan because we did the last one in Brooklyn. By the way, you want to be at that one because I'm bringing hats and cookies. And then that's it. Well, I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow night or a video or both. And yeah, then I'm coming home. Honestly, I'm done with the con. I can't buy anything. I was an idiot. And God, you guys are going to kill me for this. You're going to kill me for this. The one thing I bought, I'm so ashamed. but I'm a fanboy. I'm a fan. Okay. They had this exclusive Song of Ice and Fire special printing of A Game of Thrones and the Dothraki language, and they're all signed and everything, and it was like $90, and it was like they sold these at Comic-Con for $250, and then I bought it, and I'm like, how in the hell am I going to get this thing home? I don't know what the hell I did, but I still like the books. By the way, did I show you guys? I'm going to show you guys a picture. I don't think I showed you guys this picture of, I got to show the meetup picture, which was good. I met Lori Roberts. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's our meetup peeps. That was fun last night. And I was, of course, you guys know I was on that Orville visit. And that's who was on the visit with me. So I went and visited the set, and it just so happened that George, who was wearing an Orville hat right there, gave me a little wave, but he wouldn't shake my hand. So, yeah, small world we live in. Small world. Candace Marie. Oh, man, Jesus. I've got to get some new glasses. I really do. All right, yeah, I could just blow that up to like really crazy. But there we go. Candace, I'll be right with you, Candace. Jeremy says hi, by the way. We were talking about you the other day. All good, by the way. I felt what it's like to be you for a second when Tom Constantino followed me on Twitter today. I can't wait for what's being done with the Orville. I hope to have a decent setup for reviews then. Oh, well, you're going to have a very decent setup. Tom Constantino is a good dude. And give him, like, he recognized, I don't know how, I mean, I don't know what the price, I should ask him, like, what got his attention. I know what he said to me. So they noticed my reviews. For some reason, they noticed my reviews. I don't know why. There's other people doing reviews. They noticed JP as well, but I did the live reviews afterwards, and apparently they watched and they like what I had to say. And they watched the Rotten Tomatoes video where I was defending the Orville, and then I did that video for Geeks and Gamers, and they noticed that one as well, and they just liked what I had to say. So I have no idea why, but Tom is also very active on Twitter, and he's just a nice guy, and he saw kind of what was going on. And now he's not going to say this out loud, but I'm sure he recognized what was going on with Star Trek Discovery. And he's like, we have an opportunity here to show what a good fandom is. And they're building a fandom from the ground up, and you're seeing that. And that's fun to see. I saw that happen with Firefly. I saw it happen with Battlestar Galactica. And honestly, the Orville's like a really chill, cool fandom. They're not, the Firefly, the brown coats. I love Firefly, but the brown coats were a little weird for me. And because Melissa and I tried to, join them, and we went to a meeting at Comic-Con and stayed for 5 minutes and went, okay, we're out of here. Orville fans are great though. So we need to get meetups going. So next Comic-Con, we need to get a proper Orville meetup. And I'm serious about an Orville con. Now, somebody else has to plan it, but I will promote it for free as much as possible. And speaking of which, Orville Nation for $5. Thank you for the $10, Candace. For $5, Orville Nation. Hope to make it to the meetup tomorrow with you guys. Regards, PJ. Dude, please make it. 4 p.m. It'll be going for a couple hours. Jeremy's got to take off to go to some sports ball game. So, Joan of Arc, but yeah, try to make it, Orville Nation. I'd love to see you. Joan of Arc for 33. Joan of Arc 33 for $19.99. Thank you, Joan of Arc 33. It's also folks like yourself and Jeremy who inspire others to stand up. So thank you for holding the line and speaking out for the fans. No problem. You know, it's the speaking up part now. For the longest time, I was going back and forth and I was worried about, offending people and getting on people's bad side. And certainly a lot of the people who were with this channel from the beginning are gone now because of the direction. But I couldn't help it. When Doctor Who happened, I flipped my lid, and I still flip my lid. I still see the dumbest things coming from that camp, and Doctor Who and Star Trek will get to their reckoning, just like Star Wars is dealing with right now. They can bring Gary Kurtz back to life, and we can have George Lucas in his prime working with Kevin Feige, and you can't save this. The damage to Luke is done. And, you're going to still have a franchise. Of course, there's still the EU, but it's still, you damage Luke, you damage the EU. You damage anything that comes after. So you're going to have to do everything as a prequel. You're going to have to go thousands of years in the past. And the past is the past, even in canon. People like to move forward. Now, Knights of the Old Republic, that's some good shit. That is. But Star Wars is still Han, Luke, and Leia to the vast majority of people. No disrespect to EU fans. EU fans, who disrespected you the most? Disney. By wiping out your entire universe. So if people, again, Disney didn't pay billions of dollars for the EU, but I did talk to somebody last night at the meetup, and there's a lot of information out there that anybody can find where Bob Iger states openly his motivation. He had no interest in the past for Star Wars, like from the get-go. And it's clear. And he's sticking with his own idea. So, Bob Iger is behind a lot of this. I think we're finding that out now. But this guy was a Wall Street guy. He went over the financials. He went over the deal. He went over the conference call when the Star Wars Disney sale was made. And he said there was a lot of very interesting information. He's going to email it to me, and I'm going to go over it. I'm sure it'll be fun going over Bob Iger's conference call and some financials. Ooh, sexy. Get ready. Get the popcorn for that. But yeah, it's, listen, the weirdest thing, Joan of Arc 33, is I've always been an outspoken person. Like everywhere I go, I've gotten in. This is why I don't work well in the corporate environment, because I don't know. I've always open. I just pop off. I don't suffer bullshit very well. I've gone through too much in my life to deal with bullshit. And I don't like passive aggressiveness. I don't like, when a boss is completely screwing somebody over and people just let it happen. I'm all, hell no, man. I was a pain in the ass from day one at Tesla. So yeah, it's probably best that I'm just on YouTube right now, to be honest with you. Mo Delicious for $2. Yeah. See, Chuck, there are 3 types of people. Yes. Yes. Vashta Narada, and I've seen Chuck. Vashta Narada for Canadian $20. Hope you bought the official Joker body armor on at the concession stand. No, I didn't, but I got the official Joker pat down, and I walked through the official Joker metal detector. I wonder if Warner Brothers, they should have sponsored them. They should have passed out like little Joker wands and Joker metal detectors. And yeah, they could have, I think they missed a cross promotion opportunity there. Did Q meet Doctor Who? Sam Whiskey for $1.99. Not that I know of, but it might have been in a crossover that I missed. I haven't seen them all. I don't know. I'm trying to think in the Star Trek Doctor Who crossover. Did they in God, I read that so long ago. Honestly, I have forgotten more comics than I've read, to be honest with you. So maybe did they meet in the I don't know. In the crossover, yeah, I'll have to read that again. It's been so long. I remember I liked it. Sam Whiskey, thank you for the $1.99. I think that would be a fantastic comic. I think that, I mean, just do a crossover of Q v the Doctor. Gaming 10 Live, $4.99. It was a meeting you and Jeremy yesterday. It was nice meeting you and Jeremy yesterday. Glad you enjoyed the Joker. I was the guy in the red and black outfit. Hope I see you guys tomorrow. Gaming 10 or Gaming 101 Live. I remember you. And yes. Yes. And yeah, come by tomorrow, 4:00. I can hand you the hat and a you guys want to see that real quick? Hang on. I got to show you guys something. So I'll just keep the cam on. Un momento. Wait, where are the boxes? Hang on. They're over here. Over here. There we go. It's in Bruce Lombardo's coffee. By the way, thanks, Bruce Lombardo, for the coffee. But Mrs. Nerdrotic had these done. Some of you might have seen them on Twitter. Oh, what the heck is that? A notification? Nerdrotic cookies. That's right. Individually wrapped. Mrs. Nerdrotic is on fire with the branding. By the way, it's I'm all official now. It's trademarked. And we have Nerdrotic cookies. So, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of that. And Darkstar76. Hail, Gary. Did you see they added Rachel Maddow to Batwoman as her lover god? It gets worse sounding by the minute. As her lover god? No. I mean, why not? But I can't wait to review that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to review every episode. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'll try. But you know what? I can totally see, and I've said this before, like enjoying it. Like it'll probably be one of the funniest things we've ever seen. It's going to be so bad because of this. Robert Meyer Burnett's verisimilitude. You know, something like Batwoman works in comics because you're not seeing her fight. And what they try to do in the comics is Batwoman's just not taking somebody who outweighs her by 200 pounds, 150 pounds straight on. She has a fighting style. They all have different fighting styles to compensate for that and then take out their foe. You're going to see little skinny Ruby Rose who apparently got injured on the set. And listen, Ruby Rose is no Brie Larson. All right. So we don't want to, I know what she said about, it's not a show for old white men. And I will say again, Ruby, it is precisely the show for old white men. That will be the big, I'm sorry, Father Christopher Miller. I see you in the chat. I want you to plug your ears for this part. Because this is not a godly man should not be hearing this. The largest portion of your audience will be middle-aged men who like to watch the pretty girls making out with each other. I can't believe I have to say that out loud. I'm sure, though, the people who write that show and people who, Greg Berlanti, I'm sure he thinks that people are trying to get or watching CW for the stories. For the stories, right? Okay, Father Christopher Miller, no more earmuffs. Okay, for $2. Batwoman is looking to be craptastic. Look at that from Father Christopher Miller. But you could say crap. That's okay. It's going to be crap. Barbara Krull, what is up for $10? So glad to catch you live. I missed you guys like a Star Trek fan misses good content. That's a lot, Barbara. Well, we missed you too, and I'm glad you're able to catch me live. Yeah, it's at a weird time. So, but it's good to see you, Barbara. Thank you for the $10. And there'll be plenty of you're gonna be Star Trek'd out in the next, it's gonna be quiet for the next couple months, but this channel will be ready for spring 2020 when Doctor Who and Star Trek Picard air at the same time. I'm going to eat my Wheaties. I'm going to train. I'll be ready. Now it jumped on me, so I gotta go back. Gaming Live. It looks like you popped in 2 super chats. You know what? I can pay you back the $5 tomorrow when I see you. How's that sound? Mark C for $5. Just wanted to let you know I love that clown. Cecil, not the Joker. Dude, Mark, that picture with Mark Wade was genius. It was pure genius. And I think people are still photoshopping on Twitter right now. Michael Andrietti for a $4.99. Hey, Gary, how are you enjoying New York Comic Con? I wish I could have met you, but I can only go Sunday. Anyway, I'm so glad Joker is a good film. It is. It's a great film. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of bummed because the Orville panel is Sunday and I'm going to have to miss it, but I got to get home. I miss my kids and, well, I don't know about the older one. Just kidding. I miss him. I miss my wife and my dogs, my little dogs. Well, they're not all little, but super chat check. Love the streams from New York so far. JPRPH1 for $1.99. Cool. I've got a few videos on Twitter, and then I did a live stream on Nerdrotic Live, which was awful. It was a Times Square stream, so sorry about that. Oh my God, there's Lori Roberts, who we met yesterday. Hail, Lori Roberts for $5. Love you too, sis. Waffle Jeremy for $4.99. I'm willing to bet that the Joker metal detectors, Joker wands, and Joker protection vests would sell better than any of the Star Wars merch at Walmart. Yeah, so much for Force Friday, huh? I heard it was kind of lame. Frank Palmieri for $1.99. Ruby Rose was awful in John Wick 2. Yeah, she was mute and she was still awful. Frank, she didn't say anything. It's going to be cringe, man. It's going to be cringe, Frank. Get your cringe popcorn ready. Mr. Twisted 72. What is up, dude? You're like, all of a sudden you're hanging all the time now. Hail, Gary. Nerdrotic second stream I was able to catch this week. I guess I lost my wrench. No, you didn't. Hang on. I didn't take away your wrench. I don't know what happened, but yeah, you're back. You're back, baby. There, that's fixed. Check out Dr. Q and by Dark Master Peaches. I will, Sam Whiskey. Is that a YouTuber? I'll Google it and find out. Don't put in another super chat. Sam, thank you very much. Let's get to the chat here. Glad you guys like those cookies. Yeah, those are pretty good. They taste good. I had one, Mrs. Nerdrotic. I got off the plane. I was starving. So let's talk a little bit about Axanar here, shall we? Okay. So I got mixed feelings on Axanar. By the way, the whole Vic thing just fell apart. What a disaster that was, huh? Yeah. So we got Axanar here. Axanar looks like they're kind of in trouble again. And you want to be fair on this one. So I am always going to be for the independent creator. I'm always going to be on the side of the independent creator. I think you should probably try to do your own stuff first. This is one thing I'll agree on George R. R. Martin. If you're going to put a bunch of time and energy into something, man, make it your own stuff. But look, people love Star Trek. People love Doctor Who. But I mean, Star Trek, it's weird. Doctor Who gets audio dramas, and they've got their, aside from their mothership show right now, which is a piece of crap, they have some of the peripheral stuff together. Well, that's Big Finish has got it together, and some of the toys which are related to Big Finish. Star Trek is still a mess. So people make fan films because it actually fills a need. There's a vacuum right there, and the fan films fill that need. Now, These fan films cannot make money. You cannot profit off these things. That's not cool. It doesn't help the movement. But if you want to make a fan film that's non-profit, that's purely out of love, and if you want to get some notoriety out of that, I'm not going to, fine. That's great. You deserve it. And, Axanar is certainly something I enjoyed. I mean, it's a great trailer, but it certainly looks like CBS cut this deal with them to save face, but they are going to nitpick them till the end of time, because I think CBS, and I don't know any inside information, and I don't really need to know, just as a pure outsider, it just looks to me like CBS is waiting for Axanar to screw up so they can pounce, and then they can say it was them and not us. Because the one thing I have learned about CBS in our little scuffles that we've had over their television show, it is the most petty billion-dollar corporation I have ever seen. Disney gets a lot of heat from us, and they certainly have enough control in the access media, but they haven't really gone after like YouTubers and bloggers like CBS has. CBS is copyright struck. CBS has done some stuff. Now, all CBS has to do is just appreciate their fandom. Honestly, if it was me, there's limits to everything. Okay. There's got to be limits to everything. But if it was me and my franchise, if somebody made a couple of bucks off something, so what? It is a free advertisement for my brand. It still says Star Trek, and this is Star Trek they don't have to pay for. This still directs people to your main brand. The only reason they're stopping this is it still makes them kind of look bad. And you know what? Alex Kurtzman, you have yourself to blame. You have all the goddamn resources in the world, and if you can't make something better than Axanar, which, since I started doing Star Trek, I've learned a lot more about the behind the scenes of Axanar. And I don't love all of it, especially when it's a fan production. That much drama behind a fan production is, well, it is what it is. But still, it seems like there's just, I don't think they're going to let this go. I just don't think CBS is going to let this go. And I think you got to be careful. You got to be careful on this one. There's something else Star Trek related. I might be able to announce. Hang on. I should probably get some permission on this first. Yeah. I'll get to that in a second. All right. So we're going to get to, I got to blow this up a little bit so I can read it. CBS sent a breach of notice to Star Trek fan film Axanar, claiming the film referenced itself as an independent Star Trek film and alleged a Patreon campaign for Aris Studios, the soundstage where Axanar Films violated a previous statement agreement. The Axanar fan film was the center of a 13-month legal fight that ended back in January of 2017. As part of the settlement, CBS allowed the film to continue production, albeit with a number of conditions. Star Trek would also issue guidelines for fan films and fan creations that involve Star Trek moving forward. On Facebook, Axanar confirmed that they had been sent a letter from CBS attorneys. They accused them of labeling the film an independent Star Trek film. However, they note they eliminated the reference after receiving the letter. On October 1st, Axanar Productions received a notice of breach letter from CBS attorneys. It noticed that we had improperly referred to Axanar as an independent Star Trek film in a recent press release about our October filming schedule. And it looks like, yeah, things are going right now. I know JP was filming some of the behind the scenes stuff there. That press release appeared to have been run in a local Atlanta paper, 11 Alive, that reported the film would be going into production beginning on October Fourth, they also described the film as an independent Star Trek film. Axanar agreed to the accusation and noted they eliminated the reference. Moving forward, we agreed and immediately eliminated that reference. Their statement also indicated that CBS took issue with Axanar's Patreon for Ares Studios, indicating it violated their 2017 agreement. They claim this accusation is without merit because it is a separate entity from Axanar and acts as a soundstage for a number of productions. And yeah, it just sounds like CBS is nitpicking. So they agreed to this thing only to save face. They don't give a shit about the Star Trek fans, Star Trek fan films. They agreed to save face, no matter how I feel about the Axanar production. CBS also claimed that the Patreon campaign for Ares Studios violated the separation agreement, since Ares Studios is a separate legal entity from Axanar Productions and serves as a soundstage for both fan film productions and student film makers. CBS's assertion is without merit. Well, they concluded by noting that they will work within the spirit of the settlement agreement, but will also protect our legal rights. The letter from CBS lawyers does not appear to be deterring shooting, as they recently posted a behind-the-scenes show of the first day of shooting, and a separate report from Monitor details CBS is claiming that the fan film and its producer Alec Peters violated their 2017 settlement. The report alleged CBS was also taking issue with Axanar's finances, specifically with the earning of money publicly from the film through YouTube super chats. That's what I was wondering. See, you got to be careful with that. Again, I think CBS should let this thing go, no matter how I feel about the production of Axanar. I think CBS, you have a very bad relationship with Star Trek fans. If somebody makes a couple $100 off a Star, you know what? There's Star Trek bootlegs. Are you going to stop? You're going to go find everyone? Are you going to stop everyone? Because if you do, you're not going to have a franchise anymore. And pretty much you're not going to have a franchise much longer anyway. If you have this idiot Alex Kurtzman running everything, and it's running it into the ground, and you have these CBS lawyers who have this contentious, it's like you don't like your fans. And you know, Star Trek, I got some news for you. I was at a very big convention, a very big nerd convention this weekend. You know how many Star Trek cosplay I saw? One. It was a 65-year-old woman. It's a great costume. She looked fantastic. You're not getting younger. You're not getting younger. And the people who still want to give you money, you're pissing them off. And you know what? You guys might be in the right on this one. I'm not going to argue with that. You guys might be on the right in this one. Let it go. Let it fucking go. It's $200. If the guy, if Alec goes and starts, making thousands and thousands of dollars off, okay, well, I can't argue there. You're not supposed to be making money off this stuff. But it's super chats. Are you going to go after YouTube for their 30%? If it was me, I would have probably turned the super chat function off. Especially if you knew that, CBS is litigious as hell and they really don't want you to exist, but they did. And they're just waiting for somebody to screw up, and they are going to pounce. This is fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun knowing that you're making this fan film? And you know what really fucks it up for the people who want to make them in their garage and that stuff? Seth MacFarlane made one of these too. You remember Seth MacFarlane, CBS, the guy you told to pound sand, then went off and did a better show than you? That's Seth MacFarlane. That's right. They also note the letter from CBS lawyers demanding Peters and Axanar provide full details for the money that has been raised for the fan film since 2017. What do you think of the battle between CBS and Paramount and Axanar? Will there be another court battle? It looks like it. Again, I don't, and CBS will probably win. So in other law news, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And we love that beautiful fat lady. We're not trying to fat shame her. She's a good singer, and we love her just the way she is, but it's not over until she sings. I want you to think about that when you think about our friend Anas. The battle might not be over yet. So hope remains. And there will be some more announcements on that in the very near future. I want you to really stay tuned to Nerdrotic. I am working with another YouTuber on this, maybe two other YouTubers on this, and we will have some announcements as soon as I get back from New York. I need to talk to some people, but hope remains alive. As far as Axonar is concerned, I wouldn't have done super chats on a live stream about it. That's and I'll leave it at that. But I still think it's really petty for CBS to go after him like that. So, but that's what they are, man. They show their true colors every day. Look at CBS. They're so diverse and progressive, except they hire the one good writer they had who happened to be a black, Jewish black man, and sent him packing because somebody snitched on him. Where was Sonequa Martin Green? Who knows? And they go after fans. Oh, and we'll see what happens in a couple years when the streaming wars will be over, in my best estimation, in 2 years. The money's going to dry up. What we're going through right now with the streaming wars, and this connects. I mean, it's all connected, man. This drives everything. Everything in entertainment right now is based on the streaming wars. And we are in it's like the tech bubble. It's like the .com bubble, not the one we're still in right now that's gone on way too long. But you guys remember the .com bubble. Anything with a .com, some, what were they called? Unicorns or some, I don't know, some sugar daddy would come in, or sugar mama, and give some startup a gazillion dollars, which is just a bunch of 20-something slackers who invented, like or weedbags.com or something like that. And somebody gave them a bunch of money. Then they went and bought video games and an awesome concession bar and didn't do any work. And then 3 months later, they're out of work and they're like, what happened? Where's our money? Oh, we had to work for it. Oh, we had to actually do something with this .com. Oh, that's what the streaming wars is right now. And you're going to have company, like Sony doesn't stand a chance. Sony doesn't have a place in this. They don't have enough content or anything. So Sony is absolutely going to be sold. I wanted to talk about, I almost did a video about this, but freaking new rock stars beat me to it. I think Tom Holland, and I mentioned it in another live stream, Tom Holland will be the last white Spider-Man. I think they will do Death of Spider-Man. They will bring in Miles Morales. I know a lot of you guessed that, and I think that is absolutely happening. And I think there's some rights issues behind that can give Marvel a little more freedom. And who knows? Maybe, maybe that helps with the rights. That's why I think they did a 2-picture deal. I could be wrong on that. I could change my mind on that one later. But Sony's definitely going to get purchased by somebody. Is it going to be CBS? Is it going to be Apple? I don't know. Who knows? CBS is a small player in all this comparatively to like Comcast and NBC Universal and Disney and even Apple. But Apple's going to be one of the quickest to fall because they're so proprietary with all their shit. And that's just not going to fly nowadays. It's just not. And I'm not excited about anything they're doing. I'm really pissed at them about their computers sucking now too. All right, let's get to some super chats. The Fandom Menace for $2 says, I go live at 12 a.m. Central Time for a late night Fandom Menace. I don't even know when that is, dude. So 12 a.m. Central Time is so the clock on my computer is at Pacific Time. I'm on the East Coast, so it is 11 here, right? 8, 9, 10, but it's 8. So you're 2 hours away. So it's an hour from now. So yeah, the Fandom Menace is going to go live. Check it out. Echo Base Network. Did you see Cecil's face? And was it deformed like Jason from Friday the 13th? LOL. That Cecil is a handsome devil. Yes, I saw his face. Yes, I saw his face, and I almost doxed his ass because I was going to we were all having a Fandom Menace feast Jeremy and EVS and Cecil. As a matter of fact, I bought his liquor tonight, so I enabled Cecil tonight, and some members of the Phantom Menace, and I broke out my camera and I videoed it, and I realized I had Cecil's face on video, so I did not post it. I deleted the video, Cecil, because doxing's lame. But Cecil's cool as hell. Okay, Cecil's cool as hell. EVS cool as hell. It was really nice. It was really cool walking around with EVS in Artist Alley, and EVS facing some of his detractors with his hand out to shake their hands like a man. And we saw Mark Silvestri, and he looked miserable. Mark Silvestri didn't look happy. I was a little worried about him because he's one of my faves. I've always preferred Silvestri to Jim Lee. Like, we're talking comic cards there, but it's in 2 hours. Okay, well, I mean, hey, I'm not here to figure out time, Phantom Menace. No, it's all good. You know what time it is, Phantom Menace, for $2. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the super chat. We're gonna get you on. Where we book you for the 11th, right? Is that what we said? So next Friday. He'll be on Friday Night Tights. Yeah, next week we're going to try to get Uche back on, Quarter Black Garrett, Drunk 3PO, the usuals. Echo Base Network. Thoughts on our tribute video of yours and Jeremy's time? Yeah, we watched it at the feast. It was hilarious, guys. Thank you very much. That was awesome. I will share it tonight. I don't know if Mrs. Nerdrotic saw that, but she will laugh her ass off from that. You guys are awesome. Nicholas Glenn, Coach, hats off. Check out Echo Base Network. Those are good. That's a great channel. They are members of the Phantom Menace, but they are the Echo Base Network. And Nicholas Glenn is somebody who's been in this chat forever. So, I thank you for all the support, man. And I'm going to try to support you as much as I can. Sorry, did the last one run together? Lover God, LOL. I've just about given up on current TV until The Expanse and The Orville Return. I'm rewatching BSG and Farscape now. Just rewatched the greatest trilogy, which is the LOTR. That's what we're talking about. And I watched that last night. Yeah, that's what I'm just, I'm burning through some old Doctor Who. Whenever I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel down very much these days, but I've had my moments. I'm a human being. I've had a lot of them. And every time I feel down, I just watch a Fourth Doctor or Fifth Doctor or just some old Doctor Who. The old BBC boss came out in the last couple days and said old Doctor Who was shit. Fuck you, dude. That is the only response I got to you. So the guy ended it because he called it crap. You know what? I like Sylvester McCoy. I liked Ace. I like some of that later stuff. So again, fuck you. And that's to the BBC boss who canceled Doctor Who. Kiss my ass. It's better than the crap you got now. Fans can't screw up any more than Discovery had, said Jared Lors for $1.99. I sit corrected. I'm not going to argue with that. You know what? Whatever you want to say about Axanar or Alec Peters, you can't deny the man loves Star Trek. So, yeah. And right now, Star Trek needs a lot of love. Best Time Is Now. Who we met. What's up? Best Time Is Now. Good to see you. Can't wait to talk some Joker spoilers by Monday or so. Well, we could talk about them later tonight towards the end of the live stream. But we want to give everybody like fair warning before we get into that territory, because we don't want to spoil it. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, the movie is so goddamn good, and it's not like a MacGuffin chasing mystery box movie. You'll probably get the end. I figured out the end about halfway through. It's still watching it unfold was nothing short of amazing. Todd Phillips is a true blue. He is legit now. That guy can direct anything. I would love to see Todd Phillips' Batman movie, or have him produce a Batman TV show in his style. Again, I'm a huge fan of The Hangover. The Hangover, it's a simple credit scene, but the opening credit scene for The Hangover is unbelievably badass. And it's just Danzig and fountains in Vegas, but it's badass. It's just oozes with style. That's what I like. Editor MG for $2. Hey, buddy, throw in some shekels. What's up, Editor MG? Thank you for the shekels. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my friend. Are you an editor? I'm guessing you are. I don't, I have a lot of respect for editors. That's what I thought I wanted to be in Hollywood. And it's tons, man, editing is fun. I could edit something all day, all night. I love doing it. I love playing around with the raw footage. Editing documentary footage was like my favorite. Especially when, it was mostly in school when I got to build my own narratives with the footage I was given. And yeah, it really, it really helped with YouTubing. So I went to San Francisco State for a 4-month course that cost $10,000 that Mrs. Nerdrotic paid for because I was broke as fuck at the time, to learn editing to get a certificate so I can take a second job down in Hollywood, because my comic shop was treading water because 2008 happened. So I took this course called the Digital Video Intensive, and it's basically 4 years of film school. Throw out all the theory and speeches. They hand you a camera. They give you editing software. Got to provide, or they did they provide us with? They provided us with computers that we had to leave there, but they provided us with computers, and they said, get busy. And we were editing documentaries. We were editing videos within the first week. By the time we got out of there, and I was with a really talented class, we were getting jobs in Hollywood. I got a job at Technicolor from this, believe me, it pissed a lot of people off who went to 4-year film schools and paid, $100,000. It's like dickhead comes in there, paying his wife paid 10 grand for a class, and I got a job at Technicolor working in Hollywood. That was great. Didn't work out because working 2 jobs, and I just don't like the LA scene, but it really helped with YouTubing. Like, it paid off much later. So you never know. If you go to school for something and you don't do it right away, don't get too down on yourself, because something might present itself later that applies to what you learned before. So yeah, never give up on that stuff. I know I'm like a regular Tony fucking Robbins. My Despecialized Original Trilogy Blu-rays on the way. Nice. Enjoy them. The special editions, the only thing I like about the special editions, I've said this before, and I think a lot of people agree with this, is the nub nub being gone. I'm not a fan of the nub nub. Orville Nation, you probably haven't had time to watch, but was wondering your thoughts on the new podcast video on Picard's daughter theory. I haven't had time to watch, but I'll watch it after the live stream. How's that sound, Orville Nation? And I will leave a comment. Okay. So I'll show that I've watched. I will leave a comment. I will show some engagement. And if you could do that with this video and live stream as well, and my other videos. By the way, don't forget to watch that Joker review. I lost a lot of sleep making that thing, and I know it doesn't look that great, but I did it on Camtasia on a Surface Pro. What do you want from me? Antonius Pius for $1.99. Will California class starships have poop decks? Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. I wish I could God, I wish I could tell you stuff about the Orville. Oh yeah. I can't. Get together right now for $2. Gary, are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad at anybody. Well, I'm mad at, are you Alex Kurtzman? Are you Kathleen Kennedy? Are you Rianne Johnson? Are you Chris Chibnall? Those are the only people are you Mark Wade? Are you CB Cebulski? Are you Joe Quesada? These are people I'm angry with. Are you about 1,000 comic shop retailers? I'm not mad at the other 1,000, but I'm mad about half of them for not saying anything for so long. I'm pretty angry about that. If you're not any of those people, the answer is no. Why would I be mad at you? Dark Star 76 for $5. Knew you'd get the Lord of the Rings shout out. Hell yeah. My friend, you bow to no one. No, I bow to you, the audience. I bow to you. Hail the chat. Thank you for the $5, Darkstar76. And yeah, goddamn. The GOAT is LOTR by far. Every second of that thing is perfect. The long endings, the friendship between Frodo and Sam, a genuine friendship. Nothing more than that. Oh, by the way, I got to share another picture with you, Dark Star. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Hang on. This is probably my favorite thing ever. Hey, hang on, y'all. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty funny. Bum, bum, How they got that look on Jeremy's face, I will never know. But this is some damn good Photoshop. God damn, that's funny. I'm gonna keep that up for a little while. Jeremy, where are you? I know he's watching, or is he live streaming with Cecil right now? Are they live streaming, or maybe they're getting? Oh, you know what? Jeremy's being a slut. First me, then EVS and Cecil in the same day. Man, that guy gets around. You better be careful. Penicillin, look into it, buddy. Gary, I'm originally from Mount Vernon, but oh boy, they just jumped on me, buddy. Hang on, I'm gonna go right back to that. I'm originally from Mount Vernon, but so much has changed, I barely miss it. Just came out of a packed Joker movie, and it was fan-freaking-tastic, wasn't it? Captain Spire? Oh my God, I'm so glad you saw it and liked it. Not everybody can rush off to movies and pay. I know like in some of you live in expensive towns and it costs like a bunch of money to park and stuff. Like do whatever you can to see this movie. Honestly, honestly, a theater experience, it's something that does need to be experienced in a theater. If you have an Alamo Drafthouse, I went for the first time. I love it. It's like Quentin Tarantino theater. Speaking of Quentin Tarantino, Quentin is here, $4.99. My late 2020, early 2021 prediction: Feige full takeover of Star Wars. Kennedy gracefully steps down, and Victoria Alonso takes over the MCU. Did you hear that? That's the city right behind me, by the way. There's all kinds of noise going on there. Quentin, I agree with that. Thank you for the $4.99, Quentin. 100%. 1,000%. You are dead on. Mark it in stone. I 100% agree with Quentin. I predicted Victoria Alonso in my Dark Phoenix video a long time ago. When we started seeing her more and more, she fits the bill. She checks a lot of boxes. And Kevin Feige will take over Star Wars. Yeah, I think it's a done deal. So good. Oh, what's this? Mrs. Nerdrotic's messaging me in the middle of a live stream. Of course, I gotta say it. Horama said you started his super chat and got sidetracked. Oh, I'll go back and get it. Thank you, though, Melissa. Silhouetted animator for $5. The Smallville season 11 comics are confirmed. The Smallville season 11 comics are confirmed as still canon in CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths. Well, that's good. The problem is Silhouetted Animator is Supergirl is canon, and Flash seasons 3 and up are canon. Arrow season 4 and 6 are canon. I mean, there's a lot of canon they can get rid of. So hopefully they fix it, and they just wipe out all the SJW politics that are in this damn shows. They're unwatchable now. I'm going to watch the Crisis thing. Hell yeah, I'm going to watch it. Of course I'm going to watch it. It'll probably be fun. But honestly, man, I tried to watch the last one, and I told you, Silhouetted Animator, I sat down and I turned it on, and the first thing I heard was Lois going up to Clark and bitching about the wage gap. Now, Lois is the #1 reporter at the Daily Planet. She would be the highest paid person. So that is BS. Editor MG, $2. You ever watch The Last Starfighter? Great stuff. I did a long time ago, and it is truly great. It is. All right, we got to get back up to hang on. I'm not surprised I got sidetracked. I have like raging ADHD, especially when I'm super tired. So there we go. There we go. Spooky story. Jeremy hanging out with Cecil right now. In the morning, they'll find him canceled in the Hudson. Happy October. Did I? There must be another one because I read all of that one. So, but thank you for the $5. Let me see if it was another one. Maybe I got sidetracked on another one. Horror-rama. Happy October to you too. Let's see. Oh, I missed this one for sure. You're a gangster, brah, and my preferred of the Phantom Menace. That's Jeremy. And my preferred of the okay, got it. You're a gangster, brah, and I got to learn how to read. It's a thing. Again, kicked out of 3 high schools. You're a gangster, brah, and my preferred of the Phantom Menace. That's Jeremy's loss. Oh, we can all be Phantom Menace and have fun. Lord of the Ring theatrical or extended? But thank you for the $4.99, and that's Ayan, not Aaron. Ayan maybe I'm not going to be your preferred after this. I don't want to screw up your last name. Put in the chat how I pronounce it, but is it Celebi? Thank you for the $4.99. Get together right now for $2. Lord of the Rings theatrical or extended? Extended. Now, Doomcock brought up something pretty interesting that I almost agree with. He thinks the first part of Fellowship of the Ring, he thinks that you should watch the theatrical version until they get to the Council of the Ring and then start the extended version. He thinks that moves better. I disagree. I like every bit of the added footage. I love the extended scenes at Bilbo's party. I like it all. There's a bunch I missed. Hang on. Yeah. So hang on. This jumped on me crazy hard there. That's why. Jesus Christ. Where did all these come from? Oh shit. I thought I was done. Okay. So what happens in your super chat windows is you'll be scrolling down and you're reading the bottom ones. And sometimes those bottom ones, for some reason, come in before previous super chats, and you have to hit refresh once in a while. That's why you'll hear people say it jumped on me. So, but that now I got to go back. All right, so this is from Warren Smith for an Australian $6 or $6.66. You rock, and I'm in maintenance mode from leukemia. Oh man, you kept me sane up during my illness. Well, Warren Smith, that's brilliant that I could help in any way, shape, or form. Is maintenance mode like you're on the mend? Is that good? Let me know. You don't have to leave another super chat, but are you getting better? Are things getting better? Because I really want that to be the case. So you rock, sir. Going through that is, I can't even imagine that. And if I could offer any kind of relief for like a second, I am grateful. Thank you. I just watched John Rambo rip a dude's collarbone out with a bare hands. Rambo, Last Blood is awesome. Oh God, Mark. Thank you, Mark C, for $5 for that horrific image. But yes, Rambo kicks ass. I haven't seen it yet though. I got to see it, but I like all the other ones. I do. Man, I was at Comic-Con today and I was hoping to actually meet you. Love it. Keep up the great work. And that was JC Shaggy for $5. Oh, it sucks. We were hanging out. I was at the front door with EVS and Jeremy for like an hour waiting for Cecil. We were just sitting there. By the way, Fran, hello, Fran. I met Fran, and we met a bunch of people. Blue-Eyed Scorpio for $1.99. Hey, favorite Gary and favorite YouTuber. Enjoy NYC. Well, Blue-Eyed Scorpio, thank you. Thank you very much. And I am enjoying it. Miss my family a little bit, though. Gotta say that. Princess Unicorn, have you finished read the Wheel of Time series yet? Dude, I barely started it. I'm going to be listening to it, Princess Unicorn. Oh my God, your avatar picture is something else, man. Whew. Oh my Lord. Thoughts on the Bizarro World TV show coming to on DC Universe? I'd be interested in. Is it animated, silhouetted animator? If it's animated, yeah, I'd be definitely interested in that. John F. Trent told me that Titans gets better. So I'm going to go back and check it out and see if it actually got better. I trust John F. Trent. So from Bounding into Comics. I'm a potato for $20. Wish I knew Jeremy and yourself would be in New York City. If you like Asian cuisine, Tim Ho Wan, 85 4th Avenue Steak, Peter Luger in Brooklyn. Have a great time. Yes, yes, and yes. So it's 85 4th Avenue. That I could probably find. I don't know about Brooklyn's like 5 miles away. So I think New York kind of feels like San Francisco. If something's 5 miles away, I mean, that is like driving to Los Angeles from San Diego. Five miles might as well be 100. You got it. Well, unless you take a train, which I don't know if I'm ready to take a subway. It was really cool seeing the Joker in New York. Even though it's in Gotham, it's a very New York film. So am I caught up on this then? Okay. You're right up with them, says Lori Roberts for $5. Thank you, Lori. And again, it was nice meeting you last night. Technochronic concentration camp for, oh wow, my window's too small. Hang on. Oh, that's why it jumped on me. Okay, I get it now. Peter Davison's here. What's up? What does the resist sign in the Joker movie refer to? Well, and that is a $7.99 super chat. I honestly don't know because they weren't using that kind of vernacular in the late 70s, early 80s. So I'm not really sure. I think they put it in there basically to resist the Orange Man, and that was an Orange Man moment in the Joker. It was very brief. It was about a frame of footage. So that's not going to piss me off. I mean, that's honestly, I thought this was going to be a giant. I thought it was going to be the Woker, and it's not. It has the same exact themes as the Dark Knight. So the Dark Knight and even Dark Knight Rises, even more the whole classism struggle in Gotham City. It's something very easy for Hollywood to pick on. The only thing I'll clap back on is this. The Joker cost what? I mean, it's a cheaper movie, but it cost what? 75, 100 million to make, $100 million. That could feed a lot of poor people. That could feed a lot of starving people. That could put a lot of girls to school in Mali, Africa. It could. But instead, you made a fake pretend movie with an actor. I mean, we can play this game. Now, I like entertainment. I understand entertainment's expensive. I understand that these people have a skill that this is a commodity. They have earned that money. I understand that. But if you want to start being Hollywood and start doing this eat the rich shit, well, I mean, we start with you, right? Just saying. I'm not saying I'm for it. Listen, I don't like corporations when they get too big. I'm not like super anti-corporate everything. I don't like the culture. I don't fit in. I don't think it shouldn't exist because I don't fit in. That is an SJW. So an SJW would go, well, I don't fit in, so it should not exist. No. The big corporations can exist as long as they treat people nice, and some people work very well in that system. I'm flawed. I'm a very flawed person. So, and I have authority issues and times when I shouldn't have them. And, but that's the way it is. I'm all kind of set my ways in this point. But it worked within the framework of the film. I didn't see a major political statement there at all. But the resist thing, I did mention it in my review, technocratic concentration camp. I said that's what knocked a point. I knocked an entire point off the movie for that. I'm like, you know what they should have done? They should have resisted putting in the resist sign. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Peter Davison for Australian $10. Hi, Gary. I just came out of the Joker. I was struggling to follow what the fuck was realistic about it. I'm trying to work out your statement there. So you were trying to struggle to follow what the hell was realistic about it. I don't think it was realistic. I think that's a bad. I think that's a very poor description of the film. It's grounded. It's grounded. In other words, it's not filled with a bunch of special effects, but it is the fantasy world of Gotham. Now, I think people confuse lack of special effects and stuff as a realistic film. A great example, and this is something that would just kind of blew my mind recently, because I never thought of it this way, but I was listening to some interview where they said, yeah, The Godfather is a fantasy. And every movie is really, but it is framed like a fantasy novel. And it's like, it kind of is. So the Joker takes place in the fantasy world of the DC universe. Now the DC universe is more fantasy than Marvel, for sure. Marvel's the world outside your window, supposedly. In DC, everything's a little bigger, a little more magical, a little, more powers. I know that's why DC is so distinctive. And it's funny, DC plays to an older crowd better too. And I think DC's making a lot of headway. I know the MCU is the king of everything right now, but there will be the inevitable backlash because they've been on the top for too long, and eventually people get tired of that. And as much as they want to build you up, they want to tear you down. And it's the whole, everybody loves the backup quarterback. DC's the backup quarterback, and if they don't F up, which they probably will with J.J. Abrams, they have an opportunity to steal some of Marvel's thunder and then build on what Marvel's done and make it better. But it's not realistic. I don't want to ruin anything just yet, Peter Davison. Yeah, there's like I said in my review, it reminds me of an episode of Buffy. If Mrs. Nerdrotic is out there, she knows which one I'm talking about. The one where she gets locked up in the insane asylum. Remember that one? Okay, so Ian Celebi for $4.99. Need to shout out WXBS, World Class Bullshitters, right? And Doomcock too. Love you, bro. Hail. Love you too. That's World Class Bullshitters. We can shout out Jeff from World Class Bullshitters all day long. I love Jeff. Jeff's a good dude. Doomcock is a good dude. And we will be on the Inquisition either 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific time Sunday night. I got to get with Doomcock. It kind of depends on when we can see, or if we can see Batwoman. Realistic. Gotcha, Peter Davison. Yeah, I don't think it's I didn't see it as a realistic film. Some other people will, but I mean, there's not what's not realistic is there's not like class revolutions in cities. There's riots, but there's not like a class revolution. And the ending would have like a real world ending wouldn't have gone down like that. You don't just, it just wouldn't happen. But it worked within the framework of Gotham City. It would go down like that in Gotham City, which is a fantasy world. And that's the part they got perfect. I thought they captured the spirit of Gotham City. and it was way more comic book than I thought it would be, you know. All right, my God, this thing jumped all over. All right, now I'm going to go one more time. I'm going to go up because I'm still looking for Horrorama's other super chat because he said I missed, he or she, I'm sorry. Blue Peter Davison. Peter. It's good to see you, Peter. Say hello to Mom for me, by the way. Oh, I'm not seeing it. I'll give it one more look. We're going to go all the way down here. I guess I can stop sharing that picture now too. Wonder what Jeremy's doing. Let's check his Twitter. Did he survive hanging out with Cecil? I got to look at that John Campea stuff too. I heard he was popping off on the Fandom Menace. Where is Jeremy's? Oh, now it's not cooperating. D-Day Cobra. Jeremy Prime. He's got a new picture. Look at that. Oh, is everybody flipping him off? Yeah, that's deserved. All right. He's fine. I think he's with Quarter Black right now. All right, we're gonna. Oh boy, I almost accidentally. God, see this thing, this damn thing. I almost accidentally blocked somebody. That's stupid. Frank Palmari, thanks for the $1.99. We're going to go all the way to the bottom of the super chat here. And editor MGY, my franchise is my home team. ID Lucasfilm. I'm old. I'm an old dude. I think it's a story. I think it's okay. Why my franchise is my home team. And he thinks it's okay. So you think the story group is the problem? Yes, it is the problem, and they need to. I think there might be eliminating that. If Kevin Feige's really coming in, there will be no story group. It'll be the Feige group after that. Thank you for the $5. Dickie Walworth. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. We're finding out this big franchise that Kevin Feige is getting all the credit for. He certainly deserves all the credit for keeping it going. And he was a piece of it in the beginning, but it's very different from what it was. Listen, I prefer some of the early stuff, quite frankly. And honestly, 2014 was probably their best year. That's when Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy came out. Dickie Walwork for £9.99. Hi Gary, been watching your channels for just over 6 months. Figured it was about time to pay something. Oh, you don't have to. Keep going, my friend. Well, thank you, Dickie. I will keep it going, and it's because of the super chats, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'm welcome to the party, man. We are party people here. Nina Fabiano for $5. Stop thinking about Jeremy. Your Legion is watching you. Well, we were supposed to. I was going to try to get people on the live stream, Nina, but it looks like everybody's busy right now, so that's fine. JC Shaggy for $2. Hit those like buttons. Yeah, hit those like buttons. Thank you, JC Shaggy. Thank you, Nina. I recently started using Audible and been listening to Judge Dredd Audible stories on YouTube. Long story short, thanks to you. JC Shaggy for $5. I got to check those out. Yeah. Audiobooks are the best. They're the absolute best. and we get some great stories. It's imagination theater, and yeah, they're good to go to sleep to. They're great. So yeah, I've got to check some of those out. I didn't even know those existed, JC Shaggy. The force is hormonally imbalanced, says Pinion for Canadian $2. That is a factual statement, my friend. Thanks for recommending The Expanse. Watched twice already and thinking about watching it a third time before season 4 starts. Patricia, that is brilliant. That is for 10. I'm going to guess it's rubles, something with an R. Yeah, watch it again. Why not? Frank Palmieri for $4.99. Marvel and DC Comics canon is so twisted now. Can it be fixed? Hate how they added so many side characters to each main character. I heard today, Frank, that they're doing a big Marvel The End event, and I want to go way back in the Wayback Machine on God. Maybe like our 25th or 30th podcast of this Nerdrotic when it was still called Sutra Watchtower. I heard from a pretty big comic shop owner who was privy to the Marvel Summit that I think they still do them, that they wanted to relaunch the Marvel universe. And we actually talked about it because it was right after DC Rebirth and it worked for them. Marvel wanted to do it, but they wanted to do it right, in their opinion. Maybe that's leading to this. Who knows? I don't think it'll help. I think everything's done fucked up, Frank. I think you're right. Jonathan Velasquez for $2. HB SoCal, they had some issue at a Joker screening. Huntington Beach, I will check it out. Let's take a look. Threat targeting Joker screening forces Huntington Beach. A movie theater in Huntington Beach showing the film The Joker was closed late Thursday after a threat was reported to police. So, and that could have been anybody. And that's, you know what? That, not even that shit would have happened. That's the Access Media. And look, they got their story. LA Times, ABC7, Slate. Fuckers. Fuckers, man. That's the Access Media. Well, the joke's still on you, you jackasses. Oh my God, they were just dying for something to happen. I value art over politics. Cloud Atlas was a woke movie by woke people, but it still put art over politics, in my opinion. It's maybe when when overt political messages happen, they don't serve the scene story. It's propaganda. It says point curation for Canadian $10. You're absolutely correct. Now, the problem is when you have like Cloud Atlas is something that can completely be political and woke because it's that type of movie. It's for a certain audience. It's not a mass produced item. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Trek. It's not Doctor Who. Those franchises require a certain amount of money to exist. And you need the most people watching it and buying into it and paying for it as possible. When you start becoming specialized with your audience or start wanting to pick your audience, you're not going to make enough money to survive. The comic industry is finding that out, the retailing industry, and Star Wars is figuring that out. And Star Trek and Doctor Who probably figured it out a long time ago, but they just don't want to admit it right now because it's going to make them look awfully bad. I've said it from the get-go. They're not going to fire Jodie Whittaker. You kidding me? They would never do that. They would never fire Kathleen Kennedy. They would never cancel Star Trek Discovery. My guess is Star Trek Discovery gets put on hiatus forever. Like they don't announce its cancellation. Or they'll say it was always meant for 3 seasons. That's my guess. But when you put art, again, there's political messages in high art films. We're talking about like pop art. We're talking about franchise. We're talking about Star Wars. That's not high art. It's great. It's brilliant, but it's not, a Fellini film or freaking Terry Gilliam or anything like that. You ever watch? Okay, I read that one. Smallville season 11 comics. That's good. All right, so there we go. We are caught up. Yeah, I don't know. I read that whole super chat. I did get sidetracked, but I did go back to it. Waffle Jeremy. All right. Let's get to the chat a little bit here. Let's see how long we've been going. Vashta Narada for Canadian $2. Any thoughts on the Marvel DC not forwarding RDJ for Oscar consideration? All he did was carry the MCU on his back for 10 years. Is that true? Well, that's fucked up. That's absolutely fucked up because I think he should have been nominated. I mean, they love to nominate people on their careers, and RDJ absolutely deserves it. He put in a great performance in a very mediocre to maybe not good Endgame and was brilliant in Infinity War, but he was really damn good in Endgame. That's disappointing, but I mean, listen, the Oscars are meaningless. I put nothing into the Oscars anymore. They're shite. The last good Oscar was when Return of the King won. And by the way, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers should have won Best Picture as well. Going to see the Joker tomorrow. I'm hyped as fuck. Apocrypha, you should be. Thank you for the $3.99, and you will enjoy the hell out of it. Vashta Narada, thank you for the Canadian $20. Echo Based Network, $4.99. The original Alien 3 script is on audiobook. It has Ripley, Newt, and Hicks in it. I am definitely getting it on my next road trip. Yes, it does. It's a dial back Ripley, though. Remember that, because it's about Hicks. Check out this week's South Park, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. When you get home, they're full of Disney and fandom content. Oh, good. Desert INTJ for $5. I will. JC Shaggy for $2. Hit those likes. Thank you very much. And there we go. We are at the end. So we're going to get to the chat. All right. So we've got about 15 minutes more. So if anybody wants to talk about Joker spoilers, now is the time. You can dip out if you'd like. If you haven't seen it, we're going to go for like 15 more minutes. I figure I'll stop this at 2 hours. I was going to do cringe panels. Oh my God, there was plenty of cringe panels too. But oh my God, what is that? Oh, there you go. There's your awesome Doctor Who merchandise right there. There you go. Wow. God, I hate that cutesy pie stuff. Ooh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. That is good right there. That is good. But I don't think there's any. Yeah, God, there's cosplay not consent, and there was an allies and LGBT bar. So yeah, only allies could go there. Hang on, let me show you this picture. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, here's a Greg Hildebrand painting. That's my new phone wallpaper. It's awesome. That's the floor. Yeah. So it says queer and ally lounge only, room 1CO2. That's it. Yep. All right. So people have dipped out. Joker time. So my only question about the Joker is if he killed the neighbor hey, there you are. Hang on. I got to make you a mod, but I got to do that in the regular chat somehow. Hang on. Mikey. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Mikey. I see you. Oh, you went somewhere now. Look at that. Why'd you go somewhere, Mikey? Hang on. There he is. There he is. Hang on, Mikey. I got to open that window. Dude, why this stupid sir? There. Okay. Where was I? I was just reading that chat and I got sidetracked. So, do you think so you think that he killed his neighbor? I don't know if he did that or not. I didn't catch that. Do you think they did that? I guess he could. And the daughter? Yeah, I got to get back up to that. My only question was, I hope Joker 2 is about a mad love. I don't think there'll be a Joker 2. I really don't. The Doctor Who model looks hilariously weird and semi-realistic head on a blocky body. I know. Oscars. Oh, God, this thing is jumping. Oscars. Millionaires on stage wearing 6-digit jewelry complaining about how oppressed they are. Yeah, Dan M. That's a disgusting display. I got to find that question. That was a good question. Where'd it go? So I don't know. The Joker cuts off his stuff and becomes Harley Quinn at the end. That might happen. That'd be fucking hilarious. Joaquin should win Best Actor, but he probably won't. And I don't care. I hope he wins it for him, but I'm not going to watch the Oscars, and I can give two shits. Millionaires on stage. Where was that question? It was a good question. Are we free to discuss spoilers? Yes, Mark Lerzeth, we are free to discuss spoilers at this point. I'm trying to find it. Man, please put that question back in again about him killing the roommate or the neighbor. Yeah, I don't think the Joker is meant to be a series. It's more of a character study and standalone film, from my understanding. That's what I've heard as well. No, it does not have an after credit scene. Yeah, I mean, there is, as far as spoilers are concerned, it's like I said, it's a predictable movie. It's just good. There's no twists or turns. The only thing is there's an unreliable narrator. So they've set the precedent that he's delusional. So he has full on delusions. His mom has full on delusions. So there is that thought at the end of the movie that it might not have happened at all, that it might just be in his head. They did something similar to Buffy. They locked her up into an insane asylum, and they just told her that all of her vampire slaying was all in her head, and they never definitively answer the question after the episode. So you could just think that Buffy, the whole entire series, happens in her head, and the same thing happened with the Joker, and they're never going to answer that question. I believe it happened. I love the ending, because they did the Joker, basically the Joker origin, I thought, somewhat. So the Joker gets in a car accident, and you guys, it's up to your interpretation, but he dies in that car accident and he comes back to life. He's born again. The minute he becomes the Joker, and it's right at the time when Thomas Wayne is killed, and Martha Wayne. And did you all catch the giant rats, the super rats running around? That was hilarious. I thought it was great. You think the Joker was locked up the entire time? Maybe. You know what? I loved how he walked out of that one scene with bloody footprints, though. I think we can interpret that he was locked up the entire time. I think we can interpret that it happened, and I think they'll just have us debating it and never answer the question. So it's all up to your interpretation. Melissa, you could have left. I gave you warnings. Jesus. So used to it. I said this was the spoiler time. You know what? Okay, this from the woman who goes, "What's happening right now?" I'm all, "You sure you want to know?" "Yes." And then I tell her, she's like, "You're spoiling it." Yeah, that's right, Melly Mel. She says I spoil it all the time. I spoil it all the time. Sajiri, I will get to the super chats. I don't know if we got some new ones or not. I'll have to go look. Hive Tyrant 36 for $2 says Joker looks bad to me. Should I see it? Yeah, it's not bad. It's really good. It's really, really good. But you know what? Hive Tyrant 36, I'll put it this way. I mean, I liked it. I think a lot of people liked it. Is it a movie that's for everybody? I don't know about that. I think so, because it's just good acting and good storytelling. But I had to get over some stuff with this film too. I didn't think it needed to exist. I didn't think I never needed to see a Joker origin. But what I felt like is I felt like I saw somebody's version of a Joker origin. It's not definitive. It's not the Joker. The Joker does not have an origin. They just decided to shoot a movie that could possibly be one origin. We're not get, well, maybe we will. I can't say no. Because if this thing makes $1 billion, they'll probably do another one, unless Todd Phillips holds firm. And then they get in another director, and then it has to be Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix. And then if you want to do a Batman, I mean, there's going to be a huge age difference, Just to follow up with Dave Filoni is fantastic. I like most of what I didn't like. I only watched one episode of Resistance and I hated it, but mostly he is fantastic. Yes, he is, and he's a Star Wars fan. Thanks for saving the spoilers for the end. You all rock, guys. Oh, thanks, Nina, for $5. I appreciate it. And by the way, the chat, you're right, man. Like, hail to the chat for behaving on the Joker spoilers. I mean, you guys were amazing. I don't mean to talk to you like your children. I mean, somebody could have come in and accidentally did it, and maybe I did it. But honestly, awesome. You guys are brilliant. And yeah, so the only thing, I think the thing worthy of debate, and honestly, I have to see it again because I might side with you after seeing it a second time. There might be some clues that I missed, that he's locked up the whole time, or, he's still in his house. I don't know. I definitely need to see it again. I felt like I absorbed Joaquin Phoenix's performance, but I was so focused on that, I didn't catch a lot of Easter eggs. The only thing I caught was the first therapist's last name was Kane. I was waiting for the other therapist to be named Finger, and the therapists are what create the Joker. Audiobooks rule. Re-listening to Thrawn trilogy now. Dark Star 76, that's a good trilogy right there. That's a good audiobook. It's a damn good audiobook. So you love my pick, Big Huggle Snuggles, Gary. Oh, ugh. Yes, Princess Unicorn. Mwah. For $1.99. Apocrypha. Going to see the Joker tomorrow. I'm hyped as fuck. I read that one, but I wanted to read again. You should be hyped. Editor MG, $2. See ya, bro. Gotta crash. Yeah, me too. So thank you, Editor MG. It was great seeing you. Thank you for the $2. Just hi, have fun in New York, says Mike Brown. Mike, what's up, man? The author Mike Brown. How's it going? Thank you for $2. Hive Tyrant 36, thank you again. Yeah, go see it. Go see it. Maybe it'll change your mind, or maybe you'll come back on, no, dude, it sucked. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. Now, if it jumps on me and I missed one, I'm doing another live stream tomorrow night. So, but I'm going to go through one more time. Ooh, what's that? Nope. Got that one. Just checking. God, there was a lot of you in here today. Not bad for late at night and not announced and a terrible title. So, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in to Nerderotic at Night. Friday Night Tights, the solo version. There'll be another live stream tomorrow, and I will probably just record a video on my phone right after I see The Expanse and give you my initial spoiler-free thoughts, and then I'll do a proper video later in the evening. So look for that. I'm going to see it, hopefully, cross your fingers, with John F. Trent from Bounding into Comics tomorrow. I'm meeting him at 9:30. And if anybody wants to join us, and you got a ticket into the con, 11th and 37th. That's the entrance of the New York Comic-Con. Look for me. I will be there at 9:30. But if you want to go to the Expanse and you don't have a press badge, you might want to go a little earlier than that and just meet us in there. So everybody have a great night. Thank you for the super chats. Please like, share, and subscribe. This, of course, will be on Nerdrotic Live. I'll leave it up for like another hour till it's done processing. Then it'll go over to Nerdrotic Live. Please subscribe there. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it so far. And please like and share the videos as much as possible, because YouTube has really killed the traction on a lot of videos for a lot of people, and it really sucks. But, you know, we rely on you guys more now than ever, and you guys have really stepped it up. So thank you very much. And I greatly appreciate it. And let's get, oh, we got two more. Mr. Twisted 72 for $2. Forgot his spoiler paddle. I don't have it anymore. I think it's buried somewhere in my office. Or maybe Mrs. Nerdrotic took it to smack me over the head. Probably did. Thank you, Mr. Twisted, for $2. Chris Stanley for $5. Thanks for the stream, Gary. And just say no to if you get a call from jail to bail out Jeremy and Cecil. LOL. Oh, fuck, dude, they're suffering. You know what? I'll be their court-appointed attorney. So they'll be going to what's the Rikers Island or something like that? Yeah, Jeremy's gonna be Cecil's girlfriend. I'm just kidding. All right, everybody, have a good night. I'll see you later. Talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.